Hello everyone, welcome back to Jihee's music channel. My name is Dr. Jihee Han and today we are going to talk about Beethoven's famous Violin Sonata No. 5, which is the most popular repertoire of violin performances. So we are going to talk about sonata form in this video just as a continuation of previous video, as well as cadences. Okay, cadence means basically 5 to 1 chord progression. In this video, we are going to use only 2 chords, tonic and dominant. Okay, 1 and 5. I want my lesson to be simple and easy so that everyone can understand music easily. I want everyone to enjoy listening to music. So are you going to take a look at this wonderful music with me? Let's get started. Alright, so Beethoven's Violin Sonata Opus 24, number 5. Let's analyze this music together. Let's review the last lesson very briefly. Sonata form consists of mainly 3 sections: exposition and development and recapitulation. And in the exposition, you have 2 parts. Exposition has first theme, area. First theme is also called primary theme. They're the same thing. And second theme, also in recapitulation, you have first theme and second theme. Alright, and first theme is in tonic key and second theme in the major key. In case of major key, second theme moves to 5 chord, and then first theme in the recapitulation also returns in 1 chord. Second theme this time stays in 1 chord. Okay, this is the structure of sonata form, and let's take a look if Beethoven's Violin Sonata No. 5 suits in that form, in that category. If you look at the key signature here, this is violin part and piano part. You have 1 flat in the key signature. That means it has to be B flat, and if you have only 1 flat, B flat, then the key of this piece gonna be F major, either F major or D minor. How do you determine if it's F major or D minor? If you look at the piano part, the first measure, this is obvious. What chord? This is F major chord. The key of this piece is F major. So you always need to write it down in the beginning of the piece and write 1. Okay, so first 2 measures are all in F major chord, meaning 1 chord, which is the tonic chord. I'm gonna play the first phrase on my piano. Unfortunately, I don't have violinists with me now, so I'll just gonna play by myself, okay? With the theme and the piano part together. I'll stop it here. I played up to here. This is continued by piano in the next phrase. And what did you hear? So obviously the beginning of sonata this is the exposition. In the exposition, the first part is almost always, the first part is the first theme area. Some pieces have introduction before getting into the first theme, but here it just dive into the first theme. Very graceful and a lyrical melody played by violin, and your piano is just playing the chord, broken chord as an accompaniment. So this is the exposition. And if you keep scrolling down in here, your piano takes over the melody and your violin now play the accompaniment, the chords only. This is still the first theme area. And then something will happen. So if you look at here, this part, what do you see? Big chords, 2 big chords. C chord, very big moment. So this C chord is 5 chord of F major, right? So in F major, this is tonic, 1 chord is tonic. C chord is dominant. So 5 chord. This little break signals the beginning, usually the beginning of second theme. So this is called medial caesura in musical term. You don't need to know, but that happens a lot of the time. And then first theme area has ended. So let's find the second theme together. So here's the question. Is this the beginning of second theme? The answer is actually no, because this one is not 5 chord. It doesn't look like 5 chord. It has E flat. Okay, and then it doesn't look like a theme. It's just like you are moving towards somewhere. It's not settled down yet. So themes are very tonally stable area. So you'll be able to see what comes next at the end of this. If you look at here, do you see these big chords, which is also C chord, which is the 5 chord. So here, this is the 5 chord of F major, and C major section. It's all C chord. The 2 measures are all C chord. So from here, this is C major, 5 of F major. So this is the beginning of second theme area. And if you hear the music, you'll find it. You'll notice, oh, this is definitely the second theme. This is the theme. This is the important section because it's bold and strong. And as opposed to the first theme, this second theme is very energetic. All right, so it sounds like. Okay, so this is the second theme, which is pretty simple. Just one long note and then it's just skipping down, skipping down motion. But it's very powerful and impressive. Alright, so we are already done with the analysis of the first section, which is the exposition. And how do we know where the end of the exposition is? So in classical music, very frequently you have repeat sign at the end of the exposition. Okay, so this is the last section of the first part. This is the end of exposition. And you see here you are returning to the beginning. Okay, and here you see this is C chord and F, 5, 2, 1. Alright, what is this? As I said briefly in the introduction, 5, 2, 1 progression is called cadence in music. Cadence is an important tool in tonal music, which is basically serves as a period in sentences, or it can be comma. So that's basically signaling, oh, this is the end of the phrase. In this case, 5, 2, 1, this is a strong cadence. So this one is a big period. So this is the end of the phrase. So I want you to know this term. So there's many types of cadences in music, but in this case, this is called perfect authentic cadence. That is the strongest cadence in music, which is used at the end of the big sections, especially at the end of the entire piece. PAC is used, perfect authentic cadence. All right, so let's move on. Right after the repeat sign, it comes the development section. So development section is the most complicated, unsettled, and chaotic section, I would say. So we are going to skip development section, which is very interesting always. So a lot of things are going on if you just scan through the music, and we are going to find where the recapitulation is. So before the recapitulation, the music slows down. The music went through all the chaos and it wants to settle down in a peaceful land again. Where is it? I found it, which is here. In this case, as opposed to the first theme of exposition, piano started the melody first. The first theme in the exposition, violin started the melody first, right? But this case, the piano starts the recapitulation with the same theme. I'll just write recap, and this is the first theme. Okay, so this is the first theme in the recapitulation. And then if you scroll down, you'll find the theme. The first theme is played by violin this time. So this is still same theme played by violin. So they are taking turns, which is beautiful. And we have to find the second theme in the recapitulation this time. And just as before, if you look at here, what do you see? Again, okay, to C chord, big chord, 5 chord. So C chord is 5 chord of F major. And then the break, meteor caesura. Also, so just as the exposition, before entering the second theme, Beethoven decided to insert a short intro with strange D flat and fortissimo. Okay, with so many flats. And then here comes the second theme. Second theme here. Did you find it also? Okay, this is the second theme and we are in recap. And what's the difference between the second theme in the exposition and the second theme in the recapitulation? Do you see the chord here? What chord is this? These are all F chord, which is 1 chord. So it stays in tonic. Okay, in the second theme of recapitulation, stays in the tonic because you have to end the piece in tonic at the end. So this time, it sounds like... Okay, in the second theme. Before, it was C major. But now it's modulated to F major, the tonic key. Alright, we are going to take a look at the ending, which is the very end of this piece. By the way, this is the first movement of his violin sonata. So before he moved to the second movement, we are scrolling down and we are going to find the final lines, the final bar line. Here it is. So do you see? Bum, bum. So this is 5-2-1 dominant tonic. Okay, so what did I say? This is dominant to tonic progression at the end of the music is called PAC, perfect authentic cadence. This is the big period. This is the end of this chapter. Okay? So that's it for today's lesson. I really hope you listen to this music from beginning to the end. I'll leave the good performance videos in the description box below. So take a listen and enjoy music. And while you're listening to music, I want you to think about the things we learned in this video. Well, we are in exposition, we are in development, we are in recapitulation, and this is tonic, this is dominant. Okay, and if you can, I challenge you to play this on your piano, on your violin. I don't know which instrument you play, but even you can play the violin line with flute, or if you play cello or viola, you can just adjust the octaves and then you can play. That would be great. And since I'm a piano player, I want to encourage you to practice piano part a little bit. If you can, that would be great. Alright, so that's it for today's class. Thank you so much for staying on, and I'll see you in the next video.